How's it going, people? It is Liam Caddison here, and we are reacting to another episode of Lucifer as we finally begin Season 5. It's been a long time coming, but I am finally here, and I am really looking forward to seeing how the season does overall, with the fact that Season 4, in my opinion, was probably my favourite, and with the fact that Lucifer moved from Fox to Netflix, it was just really, really incredible from start to finish, and I'm really excited to see how Season 5 does deliver, especially with how we ended things with Season 4, with Lucifer having to return to hell to keep the demons at bay, to make sure that things don't get any more hectic than they were in the finale. So, yeah, he had to make that sacrifice, and, you know, it's inevitable that he's going to emerge on Earth once again. How he's going to be able to keep the demons back and be able to return to Earth, it remains to be seen. But yeah, I am really looking forward to seeing how we do try to find a counter to that problem. But yes, I'm really excited to see the fallout, I guess, of the finale as well, with Chloe and how she's handling with the fact that there was that emotional detachment with Chloe confessing her love to Lucifer. You know, that's one thing that I am really, really looking forward to, because obviously when Season 3 ended, we were in a bit of a nervous situation with Chloe now finding out the truth, and we saw, of course, her reaction, especially in the initial episodes of Season 4. So we're in a bit of a better place where there might be some kind of, well, there probably will be some kind of acceptance. It's kind of a reverse scenario, isn't it? So I do have hope when Lucifer does return that things can be back sailing for Dexter, but we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, like I said, I'm intrigued to see the fallout of what's happened in the finale of Season 4 with Medadel and Linda as well. Maze, are we going to see Eve? Because the door was left open for her to potentially return, but who knows? But yeah, overall, I'm really looking forward to seeing this season, because like I said, it's been something that I've been anticipating for quite some time, and now here we are. So with that said, let's get into episode number 1 of Season 5 for Lucifer. Let's go. Is that Mr. Set Out, bitch? Cause it's a tradition, we gotta maintain tradition, right? Oh no. Oh, shh. Okay, so is he in hell?
Precisely.
Okay, okay.
You guys got to say goodbye. Me, ghosted completely. And it's been, what, like 2 months since he moved to Florida to help with his family's business?
Florida, yes. That's where he is.
Yes.
He responded to a single one of my texts or DMs.
Is that supposed to insinuate Florida is hell? Oh, please tell me Medadel's running the looks. It makes sense. Plus, he's got to provide for Charlie.
Again?
What's up? Yeah.
Chance I know who's on your case. We were quite a team once upon a time.
Ah! Stop.
To them, it's only been a few months, a blink of an eye, but down here, it's been
Time's gonna move
much longer.
Yeah, because time moves a lot more faster, doesn't it?
This is your lucky day.
It doesn't really seem
What the hell
like
long?
I'm gonna do your hell loop is played by a demon. I have control over them. Give us a wave, Belias.
So, if you can freeze them,
I've just played the part,
it should
man.
be easy to figure out who the killer is, right? I mean, I can just lift this up and... Oh,
Ooh.
Again, not that simple.
ow!
Okay. Word on the street is that Lee guy got whacked by Dirty Doug.
Dirty
Who
Doug.
the hell's Dirty Doug?
Doug Sarkeesian, guy runs a mob-backed high-stakes...
Is it related to Donkey Doug from The Good Place?
No, someone who could have gotten us an invite.
You don't need Lucifer, and I don't need...
Oh, this is the struggles.
Right.
Like, I think Maze is doing... I think Maze has been providing a good service
Thanks so much for coming.
to Chloe, but
Drawn to the bad boys for some reason. But you know, for once I'm thinking...
I mean, you're adorable, so
I deserve a good
I volunteer as tribute.
You know?
So, science lessons. Wednesdays at 11 a.m. I checked your schedule, and that's your day off.
Oh, Linda's really going fast out the gate.
Yeah, Wednesdays are great.
On jaywalkers and littering. There was a sign. It was clearly forbidden. The kid was 3 years old. All right, well, this is totally different.
You ratted on a 3-year-old.
And I have finally gained the trust of a real, big-time drug dealer.
You need to give up on this, man.
Dan, I want to help.
Felicity seems like a really scary, powerful guy.
Obviously, he's got a skinhead and neck tats. What'd she do? Oh, yes. Give me all the usual background.
I love how he's
info.
reflecting on her.
Nice priors. Any speeding tickets overdue? A sign. Well, you've got to give me more than this. Something, anything, detective.
Oh.
You are useless.
I want to know how long it's been for Lucifer, how long Chloe's been on his mind.
This isn't in Los Angeles.
Oh. Ow! Yo, holy shit! Oh, triple damage! I think he's dead, isn't he?
Where?
I don't know, lady. You're the one that stored it.
Wait, I stored it?
Yeah, it's safe where you stored it. Oh, crap. This body's too jacked up to keep working. But you got this. Hey, is that Mazikeen?
Wait. Tucker, what the hell? Did you move the body?
Oh, my heart.
Man, it ain't like that. You just seem like a really sad devil guy.
I mean, there is that sadness there for him, so...
I mean, okay.
He is perceptive, so...
That you'd help me out.
How many times do I have to tell you before it...
It's the first time he's laughed.
2 months. That is pretty advanced.
Good on you, Trixie!
He just likes silly faces.
Aww. Isn't it crazy, though, how much she is growing? It's really, really surreal. Wait, isn't that the,
Meg?
I was gonna say, isn't that the sister? Ooh!
I'm Charlie safe. Just be there for him.
Yeah.
Be a good dad.
Even so, like, even if you do try to do,
Bring me here.
So you
like, the good thing, you could also lose your life as well.
It's my parents' house.
We don't need him. Or anyone. Chloe, you and I. Good.
Maze.
Yo! I don't think Chloe, you know...
I'm not good. I just think maybe you and I are using this partnership to fill a void that someone else has left behind.
They don't want to be alone, and that's understandable because loneliness hurts.
It's best if we step back
And reflect.
from working together.
Pawn a family heirloom. It is inevitable. Sooner or later, you are going to disappoint them all over again.
Facing that realization of his own sin.
Whose hell is this anyway?
Is it really his, like, metaphorically?
And then Lee took me to see Saw. It was our first R-rated movie. I was...
Oh, come on!
left your gun on the counter.
You chose this one.
That's because this is obviously the most painful moment for you.
Right. And for sure, this doesn't resonate with you at all.
This has nothing to do with me.
I love how Lee's trying to get the upper hand, but there is that denial.
This is my job. This is my duty.
Now who's making excuses?
Oh my God, Lee.
I mean, I spent my whole life making...
Out of responsibility, demons were in full revolt. I had to protect humanity. I had to protect her.
Lord Morningstar.
What?
He's got news about that detective.
Oh shit, oh shit. Oh shit, was that the, yeah. Here he is!
Hello, bad guys.
Who's this crazy fool?
How the heck did he... Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my... Oof. Is he gonna still be vulnerable? Yeah. My heart!
For me, it's been thousands of years.
What?
But the only thing that kept me going was thinking of you.
Oh, that is really painful. It's been thousands of years. Oh! She actually went with Doug!
I'm exactly where I belong.
Alright, man. You do you.
She'll be just fine without me.
Wait, what? What? Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa, wait a second. So who the fuck is that? Unless, you know, Lucifer was trying to throw Lee off the scent in terms of, yeah, she'll be fine without me. And just be deceptive towards him, but... I mean, it seems to indicate that Lucifer is gonna be sticking around for hell, and yet someone is masquerading as... What the fuck? Yeah, shit's gonna be real interesting right now, because we've got an imposter among us. Yeah, I'm really curious about how this is gonna go, because obviously Chloe's gonna find out somehow that this is not the real Lucifer or something like that, so yeah, I'm wondering what the heck is going on. But it's gonna be a very, very interesting scenario if Lucifer has to face some kind of version of himself, some kind of duplicate or whatever. Because that is and that's going to be very, very interesting. Like, we could have two Tom Ellises and the chemistry is going to be off the rails because, you know, you can have this Lucifer act differently and, yeah, so, yeah. I'm also very, very curious if we're going to see Mr. Set Out Bitch, aka Lee, again, because, of course, this episode revealed that he died, especially after he... essentially screwed someone over from the last job, so yeah, some people obviously not happy about that, but yeah, because, you know, I want, like, especially with season 6 being the final season, and ever since season 2 we've had Lee appear in the beginning of every season. I don't want them to just, break that trend coming into the final season just because he's dead. Somehow he's got to play some kind of involvement, right? So, I don't know, but, like, that kind of breaks my heart that Lee's dead, so you will be missed, Lee, although hopefully you will appear in some capacity in the season 6, beginning, because even though you're dead, we can't break the trend, okay? Like, the impossibles happened on this show, so, hey. Just watch season 6, Lee, main villain. Boom. No, but I'm really looking forward to seeing where things go with Lucifer and what should we call this other Lucifer? Because we can't call him fake Lucifer. We need something to roll off the tongue. Like I could say Fucifer. Like fake Lucifer? Nah, I don't know. We'll think of a name. But yeah, I'm really interested to see how this goes, especially with how long it's going to take until the penny does drop, especially for Chloe, and she finds out that this isn't her Lucifer. So yeah, but it will be very interesting. But I really loved this episode and seeing where people are at after the season 4 finale, of course, with Amenadel. Because I was wondering who would take over Lux, and it seems like Amenadel is doing so. Although, of course, he's going to be running it a little bit differently to how Lucifer did it, especially with the contrast between Lucifer and Amenadel. But I really loved his part, especially with the fact that he's trying to make the world a better place. And not just that, though, but with the topic of drugs, I'm just reflecting back to Caleb, and how that was kind of like the catalyst in terms of Amenadel's thought process regarding Charlie and how this world is really corrupted. Because that was a similar scenario with the whole drug situation and how he was trying to get Caleb away from that. And we see in this episode that he is... like, even though that he's no longer planning on taking Charlie to the Silver City, he wants to make the world a better place. And it's the same with Linda. She wants to make, I guess, the world a better place, especially in Charlie's perspective, by putting so much, I guess, on Charlie's shoulders. He's only 2 months old. But she is, you know, already teaching him about the periodic table and learning Japanese. And what I really liked... what I really liked is the fact that we had Dan, who has made so much strand, and you know, has been likable so far, more so than he has been in season 4. He's on a self-improvement, I guess, journey, and of course we saw in the ending that there's still a little bit of that pain in him, but that's obvious with the fact that you're not going to like be over the love of your life, I guess, in the span of, I guess, a couple of months and whatnot, especially with circumstances that you couldn't help, the fact that she's dead and whatnot. There's still going to be those little cracks, but he is improving, so I'm really liking that. But I'm liking Dan, who was very insightful to both Linda and Amenadel, like getting Amenadel on the right course of action in terms of you got to be there for your kid. Like, I know, you know, this is a big journey and we all want to be the best parent for our child, but being there is going to be enough. So, and of course he can say that from experience with him having Trixie, and I've got to say Trixie has grown so much. Like, with this being season 5, you just reflect back to season 1 and seeing how these characters have evolved, and it's so eerie, isn't it? So yeah, but yeah, I really did like Dan's insight, especially to Linda, to just relax and embrace this time, because this is it though. When Charlie's all grown up, you know, that time's gone. So yeah. So I really liked Dan in this episode, and Ella, I felt so bad for her with the fact that she's feeling that loneliness. But yeah, she seemingly is getting it on with Doug, as we saw in the ending. So yeah, I would say it didn't come as completely out of left field like the whole Dan situation did, but still. But yeah, I did feel so bad for Ella in terms of how she is feeling that loneliness, and yeah, so yeah, I really thought that this was a pretty good opener. And now what I really loved as well is the different, of course we had the investigation over Lee's murder, but it taking place on 2 different kind of on two different kind of planes, because we had of course the material plane and we had hell, and of course we were revisiting hell with the time loops, well, the loops should I say, not the time loops, but the loops that those who go to hell are subjected to. And not just that though, but even though that Lee is a running gag, as we know with the season openers, I am really glad that this was something more than just a gag of, hey, Lee shows up and whatnot. We got development on his character. Yeah, it's the end of the line for him. And not just that though, but we've got to find out, okay, what happened to Lee. Not just that, but we get a bit of development into his life about how there is that guilt, thinking he will not be accepted, and how he was given that invite, but he worries that it's, you know, not sincere. And yeah, there's nice layers to Lee's character rather than just being this comedy tool for like the opener, like, oh, it's you again. So yeah, there are layers to his it's sad that it's come on unfortunate circumstances with his death, but it's great to see that they did Lee's involvement in Lucifer a bit differently. Well, I say a lot differently, with the fact that they established characterization for him, and you know, there's that just sorrow for him, as well as the fact that there's a lot of guilt on his mind, as well as sympathy as well, because he had sympathy for the devil when Lucifer, of course, was thinking about Chloe. And I'm assuming it had, even though that Lucifer, I'm going to call him that now. Even though Lucifer said that it's been thousands of years for him in hell, I imagine that is pretty much accurate in terms of because of course the natural consensus is that time moves a lot faster in hell anyways. It's not just a, you know, excuse for Lucifer. It's been that case anyways whenever like hell is depicted. I think a good example is Buffy, the Vampire Slayer, where there's a certain character, I'm not going to say what happens just in case, you know, people have not watched Buffy, but there is a certain character who spends time in hell, and they even say that time moves a lot faster than it does on, you know, the material plane. So yeah, so yeah, I imagine, you know, Lucifer's still going to be spending thousands of years in hell anyways. But I really liked how Lee was feeling a bit for Lucifer when he thought that Lucifer thought that Lee was mocking him regarding his thoughts about the detective, but no, he was just genuinely concerned. So, and rightfully so, because I think Lucifer's helped him out quite a bit, not just in terms of finding out what the heck happened to Lee, but also we saw last season Lee was in, I guess, that boat situation where he died. That was all aided to Lucifer, because he did because Lucifer did hand him all the gold and whatnot, so it's like, here, have this, live your life, be happy. So yeah, and I'm not sure how much time has passed between the beginning of season 4 and where we're at right now, because it's been longer than 2 months. We know that because it's been 2 months since the finale. So yeah, but I really loved Lee's involvement. Like I said, the characterization and, you know, getting more layers into his character rather than him just being just comedical asset. It was just really enjoyable. So yeah, as well as the whole idea about Lee's loop regarding what tortures him the most, I guess, with his family, about how Lee was feeling that failure and this feeling of being shunned. That reverberated onto Lucifer. So yeah, but it's going to be very interesting though, because I think that they did I think they're doing a very good workaround in terms of not rushing Lucifer's return to the material plane as well, with Lucifer's involvement. They are making sure that they're taking their time because Lucifer's obviously going to come back up at some capacity, unless this Lucifer is a more benevolent version of Lucifer and is all sunshine and rainbows, but I doubt that. I have a feeling that this guy is going to be pretty nefarious. So yeah, But I think the concept works really well in terms of not rushing Lucifer's return to the material plane, but also keeping him stranded there for quite some time, for a few episodes at least, before he catches wind of what's happening inevitably on the material plane with Lucifer, and goes to sort that situation out, just in case he causes... Well, let's face it, he will probably cause harm to Chloe, to Maze, to everyone else, because I don't trust him, so... He's posing as Lucifer, and we know that's not the case with Lucifer saying, yeah, you know what, I'm staying put, Chloe can take care of herself, it sucks, but he's had thousands of years to cope with this, and he's got a responsibility at the end of the day. So, but it was really, really good to see both Chloe and Lucifer think about each other, doing this case, but hurting at the same time. It was like in sync, so, yeah. But it's not just Chloe and Lucifer that's hurting, it's Maze as well, with the whole Eve situation. I think Eve is definitely going to come back this season, with Maze hurting, and like I said, it was seemingly like they left the door open for Eve to return. And I think she's definitely going to come back in some capacity, with Maze continuing to feel hurt regarding the situation with Eve. Of course, we know she fell for her, and Eve sadly could not read the room. But hopefully that can change. Maybe, who knows? Because Eve's gone and done some kind of self-reflecting on herself, and that was kind of like the thing for both Maze and Chloe, because of the fact that they've been comforting each other with their absence of, I guess, what's been keeping them stable, in the sense, with Chloe and Lucifer and Maze and Eve. So they've been like dealing, and they've been because we even saw Chloe drink herself to oblivion, and there was that hurt. So but they've been there for each other. So but I think Chloe was right to, you know, dispatch from Maze, because I think then, because even though they've got each other, which is all well and good, I think there is a moment where they need to have a sit down and reflect and let out all the emotions, etc. And yeah, because I think this is hurting them as well. So yeah, but yeah, I really, really loved this episode, and gonna be very interesting stuff to see what does happen with Lucifer. I know he will have a name, okay? And you know, people are gonna be like, that's not his name. But I don't know what the heck is going on. So until I do get an idea on who this imposter is, he is gonna be dubbed Lucifer. So, for fake Lucifer. Unless someone can provide me with a better name until we get to whatever the heck his name is, then Lucifer it is. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. A solid opener for season 5, and very, very intriguing. But yes, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!